Hey Aquarius, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is going to be a general reading for you guys, fellow Aquarians. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everybody's support. Let's take a look. This is a general reading. Let's see. What's the message today for Aquarius? I do offer personal readings, guys, so if you are interested, below in the description box, you'll find my email address to get in touch and set up a personal reading if you're interested in that. Let's take a look here. Aquarius. Just gotta fix my watch there. All right, let's see. One of those rainy days. It's rainy, cloudy, but the best thing about that is you can make your house like super ambient, the lighting, you can get such an awesome cozy vibe in a rainy day. That's what I love. That's what I'm doing. Drinking coffee with you guys, doing a reading, hanging out by myself. Let's see. What's going on with Aquarius? What's the messages here? Okay, protecting your happiness. Sometimes you have to say no here, Aquarius, in order to do what's best for you. You know, it's like you're not trying to shut people out or shut things off or push things away, but sometimes you need to maybe do a little bit of protection or self-protection or you're preserving your energy, your time for what it is that really is making you happy. Yeah, see, Five of Pentacles. Some people might be sort of wondering, like, what's up with Aquarius, or where did Aquarius go, or there's a little bit of struggle here. Now, there could be something that's sort of, this could be around finances. I'm going to clarify. But the Five of Pentacles is, somebody feeling left out in the cold. And that's not you, Aquarius. I don't think that's you, because you have the Nine of Cups here. Maybe there could be some financial preservation that you need to, keep an eye on finances. Travel card, I was going to say travel card. Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? You're moving on here from something. Some of you could be traveling. High Priestess, yeah, okay. I think a lot of you don't feel, it's like you're moving in this path or direction for yourself because it's what makes you feel happy. I feel like some of you don't feel like explaining yourselves. I think some of you are definitely on a path of your spiritual path. This is where you're feeling the most reward, the most fulfillment. You're feeling maybe at peace, the contentment from that. I think a lot of you are doing something in that area of this is the road that I want to go down. This is the path or life I want to live. Clarify that though. Anything around that High Priestess. Again, I think you're doing things that serve you best. That's why I was saying over here with the Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles, that, it's not that you're necessarily blocking, but you're definitely putting a bit of at least saying no. And again, I think certain things or people might be feeling a little estranged from you, or the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're focusing on your truth. You're focusing on you've got a lot of clarity here. And again, it's about making a decision. You're saying, Aquarius, this is my decision. This is what I'm doing. This is what I need to do. This is where I'm going. And you're not feeling the need to necessarily explain anything. I think the communication is with self. I think it's with you, your higher power. You're maybe doing a lot of meditation or communication within you could be speaking aloud, your prayers, your meditations, your affirmations. But I think a lot of you are getting the clarity and making decisions and saying, I have to move on here with that Chariot card. Maybe there's a trip or travel I mentioned, it could be the case, but you're definitely in this place of saying, I'm in a new place, I'm clear on what I need to do. because some of you might be needing to come out of situations that are making you feel a little bunged up, making you feel a little stagnant or stuck. If there's things around your finances here, Aquarius, I think you're sort of saying, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what's going to help me get through, or decisions that you need to make, and how to grow as well your financial well-being. So it's not only about growing your finances, it's kind of two-tiered, like both sides, what you can let go of, what you can cut off, what you can conserve, and how you can grow. It's like double-ended growth here, or double-ended ways of approaching a situation. How can I grow over here, and how can I reduce maybe some of your expenses on the other side? What else? Let's see. There's the Emperor. What's going on with the Emperor? The Justice. You're definitely, Aquarius, you're definitely taking care of your own path right now. I think this is what is, you had some imbalance maybe that you're trying to gain control over now, and sort of bring things back into balance for yourself. Some of you may have had a situation that you fell off your pedestal, so to speak. And I think that some of you were saying, I need to regain or make some decisions here around what is really going to be best for me. What's the best thing for Aquarius? Clarify this energy though with the Emperor. I want to get a little more on that. You've got Aries and Libra, Cancer and Pisces as well. What is this about here? Why did those come out? What's this in regards to, in addition? The Devil. Yeah, you're taking charge of things that don't serve you. Again, negativities. Toxic people, toxic things are on their way out, Aquarius. There's also a thing here about, there could be that situation in your life, Aquarius, through people, through friends, through whatever, that's creating an imbalance for you, and it's affecting you negatively, or somebody could be taking, and you're not gaining anything from this. I think that the Emperor is like, not doing anything for free kind of thing, not doing anything that's going to only take, drain, and it's like, that's not filling up your cup here with the Nine of Cups. And I feel there's people or situations or something in your life here, Aquarius, that you're bringing this back into balance and saying, okay, yeah, nothing is necessarily perfect. And we all have our negative, attributes or things that we're still working through, but you're definitely, addressing where the negativity, what the toxic energy is, what the addictions, whatever this may be. It could be personal to you or in your external world, friendships, situations, life, whatever that is. I want to clarify that now. You've got 3 majors, geez. I mean, it's like that someone's got to do it is what I'm getting. Someone's got to do this. It's like the dirty deeds almost. The Judgment. Yeah. Someone's got to make the decision here. Someone's got to do this. And you're calling it out. You're calling out the devil here. The dirty deeds of something or someone or a situation. You've put your foot down here, Aquarius, in a big way, saying, it's kind of like someone saying, hey, I can respect you for being you, devil. I can respect what you are. That's cool. there's dark and light, there's negative and positive, there's all these things, but here's where, the decision is drawn, or here's where something is sort of you putting your foot down, making a decision around something. So I think a lot of you are putting closure to something here. There could be something around a court or a legal situation. When I have that justice with the judgment and the emperor, makes me feel like a judge, a lawyer, a legal representative. There could be something here that it's all resolved, or it's all moved on, or you've learned a lesson there for sure. So there could be some of that as well taking place. I want to go backwards here for a sec and take a look at the Five of Pentacles. What's this energy here? You've got really determined to follow the path and the decisions that are best for you right now. You're definitely taking the time to fulfill what's best for you. And there is something here about like someone's got to do the dirty deed here, do the dirty work and call something out, or face something and really call it what it is. Because I think the Ace of Swords, I think some of you with that High Priestess, you may have seen something in a situation and you didn't say much, or you saw it unfolding. You may have, seen it, but it was like, let me just wait, or let me sit back and see what that's doing. You've tried to maybe move on from something or someone, but now you've actually got a concrete decision, and just feels like it's taking charge of a situation here so that it doesn't affect you negatively. Because I feel like there is something that, given allowance would negatively affect you. That's that Seven of Wands, right? It's like given permission or given allowance or given the freedom to come into your space, it could affect you negatively. And I think you're calling it out, saying like, no, it's you're confirming where this stops. Is there anything around that Five of Pentacles for Aquarius? Just gonna make this a quick reading, guys. The Hangman. Okay, as I was saying, that originally I felt that some people were feeling left out. It could be that some people in your life here, Aquarius, are like they were used to your perspective, or they're missing your perspective, or things aren't changing. And that's where I think it could be people that are like, I wonder what Aquarius would do, or I wonder what Aquarius would say, or there's something here that it's like you're letting it or leaving it stay in its stuck position, or it's kind of like you dig yourself out of your own issue kind of thing. Like you deal with your own thing, because Aquarius has made the decision to put a little bit of a no thank you sign up. Thank you, but no thank you. And you're focusing on the decisions and the things that are helping you down your path and where you need to go and grow. And I feel like something that you see is not going to change. That's the thing with the Hangman. It's going to stay stuck. It's not going to change. It could be in conjunction with that Devil card, Five of Pentacles, victim mentality. There could be something of that negative nature that I think you're saying, if it's going to change, it's up to that individual or up to that situation to change, because you've sort of made your decision with the Chariot to move on, to be like, I see through that, that the High Priestess, you see it, what's going on, but you can't go backwards here, Aquarius. So, that's where that Seven of Wands is. Like, you keep your guard up a little bit. You have to preserve energy or the decisions that you're choosing that's making you feel good in life. Not let people be where they want to be. Let people stay stuck or asleep or whatever that is. Enjoy this High Priestess energy, the Emperor energy, the Nine of Cups. Enjoy enjoy being clear with the Ace of Swords about what you're doing, about who you are, where you're going. This is like somebody that's saying, I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor because I'm calling stuff out. I'm creating balance in my life. I'm addressing negativity. You're confronting it in a way so that it doesn't penetrate into your world or affect you negatively. Because I think that Seven of Wands is what's starting off your reading. Again, followed by the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman. So I do think that your perspective was maybe appreciated, or you know, recognized for what it was, but you can't make the action you can't make it take action. You can share truths with people, you can share perspectives, you can share positivity, but if they don't want to take that and do something with it, they're going to stay stuck. Okay, you can't twist the arm here. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. And again, you're definitely you're moving on here. Some of you are I feel like that Chariot, High Priestess, when I say traveling, there could be something around traveling towards maybe a spiritual destination, a spiritual retreat, something that improves. It's more of a healing, purposeful energy there. Ace of Swords. There could be a lot of I'm also picking up a little bit of like public speaking energy there, like somebody who's sharing wisdom, knowledge, information. You're having to do this dirty deed, Aquarius. You're having to sort of say, okay, I'll call it out then, or I'm gonna change that, or you know, you're confronting something. You're making that judgment call. And there could be some legal issues for some of you. That's more specific to the resolution of potentially a legal issue. It's interesting. Five of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Wands. It just feels like somebody who can see things from a half glass full versus a half glass versus an empty cup. It's amazing what perspective can change in your life and in others. Okay, so there's something here about seeing the creation of a situation, even through a difficult grievance or a loss or a sadness or a regret. It's like, what could you make of that? What can you benefit from that? What can you change or create? It's like turning, I think I've said this in the past, like the tragedy to magic, you know, tragic to magic. There's a thing here of, is there a magician behind that? Oh my God, there's a magician behind that. So, holy cow. So again, what's behind that? The Empress. Yeah, see, it's interesting where it's like this is just a message, I think, from Spirit through these cards. It's saying like, yes, nothing is perfect in this life. We all go through tragedy. We all go through loss, and we go through grievance, and we go through depression or whatever. We all go through it. But can you take that and take the energy from the Three of Cups and bring something to this? Can you change the emotional perspective and actually do something with this in your life that's taking place? The Ace of Wands, the Magician. Tragic to magic. It's like you, and the Empress, she's creating from a healed place. She's creating from an abundant mindset. She's not dwelling in pain longer than she needs to, or having all these regrets. So if some of you have had regrets, Aquarius, that's fine. I think we all do. We all say, shit, you know, I should have did this, I could have done that, maybe I should have changed this or done that. But take it for what it is, and take the mishaps and celebrate them. Celebrate the things that have been challenging for you. Celebrate the things that have been grieving for you, and sort of make a possibility or create a new outcome for yourself from that. Because that's where your magician is showing up here, is how he's able to transmute things and change things and make them better and create from things that were like, a loss. Or it makes me feel like, I'm just going to give an example, and I don't know why, but because there is this Five of Pentacles, it's like somebody who might have gone through like a bankruptcy and feels completely like wiped out. And it's like, what can you take from that? Like it is maybe a clean slate. Maybe you can start from scratch in life. You can redo things differently. You can live simpler. Like, I don't know what that would be. I haven't gone through that, knock on wood, thank God. But there are people who say, I've lost it all. I've lost everything. And it's taken me to this brand new place in my life. It's taken me to a place of more freedom or less attachment or less guilt, less need for things, because they've realized maybe it was greed or whatever. So there's definitely that overall energy of take whatever is tragic in your life, whatever has discouraged you or given you regrets or things like that, and turn that into something different, okay? Sorry for the sniffles, guys. I've got a bit of a head cold that I'm trying to overcome. But yeah. Okay. Let's see. What's the message for Aquarius? I always say these are going to be short videos, and they never are. They never are. Trust your destiny. Your soulmate could be, as this one's come out a lot lately, your soulmate could be as close to you as being by your side, or as far as somewhere on a distant path. Trust in your ultimate destiny to find each other, and encourage your heart to complete its quest. It is within your reach now. So trust in your destiny there, Aquarius. And I think you are. I think that's the whole thing with you right now, is that you're trusting in where you're going. Okay, the High Priestess, your highest good, your growth, the Emperor, the Judgment. I think that's what you're doing, is you're saying, this is where I've got to go. There could be a connection there for you as well, because soulmates is beside that word, trust your destiny. So some of you could be, again, letting go of these things that are actually holding you back, or negativity, or things that could be a part of the loss here with the Five of Cups. There could be some grievance over a relationship, or something that maybe you were hanging on to thinking this was my soulmate or this is the person, but really you could be attached negatively and saying, okay, I got to move forward, because maybe there is a different partnership or soulmate. I believe in many soulmates, but everyone has their take on that. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks again for all of your support. I appreciate it. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.